Hal Jordan says becoming a Green Lantern comes down to one question: are you afraid? By end of this premiere, the more troubling question is whether fearlessness makes someone heroic or simply just easier to control. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Screen Time, a podcast where we go beyond whether a movie or show was good, bad, and dig into what worked, what didn't, and what was really trying to say. I'm Josh. With me is my co-host, Jared.
Hello.
This week, we're heading to Rushville, Nebraska, where a mass shooting, a reluctant mentor, and a missing Green Lantern ring turned superhero mythology into a murder mystery. We're going to break down Lanterns, Season 1, Episode 1. We'll be discussing full spoilers, so consider this your warning. Jared, before we get into the mystery, what was your immediate reaction to Lanterns?
To Lanterns.
Yeah.
I really liked it. It was way more just set up, but this is kind of what Damon Lindelof does, and I really like pretty much everything he's done. Because even if you go back to Watchmen, it was a lot of setup in the pilot. But it's always, at least for me, it's always like he sets it up very well, and you're like very like, all right, I want to keep watching. At least that's how it's been for me with his stuff. And yeah, I know there's other people besides him involved in this show, but it does feel like
as there was in Watchmen. I mean, it wasn't just it was a whole writing room. It wasn't.
That's true. So yeah, but I very, very interested to keep going with it. How'd you feel about it?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it is interesting and intriguing. It definitely is focused way more on these guys are cops kind of first and superheroes second, which is, makes it more interesting, I think. And yes, it's less about the powers and more about like solving a murder.
Yeah, you can tell that it's like they wanted to do a detective show within DC, because like that's kind of feel grounded, and then but then implement all the Green Lantern stuff, which I'll go ahead and say is not my strong suit. So I'm gonna have a lot of questions about this.
DC in general, not my strong suit. And then definitely we get into
I don't know anything about Green Lantern.
Green Lantern, yeah, that's not.
I recognize both of the names of these characters, so I knew that at least. But I will also say chemistry and banter between our main two, Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre.
Actually, in main three, if
with Kelly McDonald.
Yeah. Like
at times, I was just thinking of No Country, because it's kind of like rural area, and she's in it. But anyway, yeah, great. Also, I want to ask you, technically there's 3 timelines, but how'd you feel about the time jumping?
Yeah.
Really, it's mainly 2 timelines, but the beginning is...
Yeah, it's like a little bit
like
early,
a little backstory. Is it childhood trauma, though, Josh? Possibly.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that, but yeah. But yes, I think
it was interesting when it said 2016. I was like, really? When when we got to that,
we jumped kind of forward after the intro,
and it wasn't present day yet,
and then present day is
at the end.
At the end. Well, I wonder. I guess again, spoilers, but
yeah.
Because like at the end, basically, Kyle Chandler's character is dead.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how much time.
I don't think he's actually dead.
Okay. Well, but also
that's what it is.
Okay. So that like how much time are we going to spend in that timeline as well?
Yeah.
Right. If he is dead,
because he's now the Prime. Because they make a point to say there's mainly only one at a time protecting Earth, at least, I guess. And obviously that was Kyle Chandler. I got to start saying Hal Jordan is Kyle Chandler. I'm going to double check that, but I believe that's right.
I have it here.
And John Stewart is Aaron Pierre, right? Or did I get them mixed up?
You're right. Jon
Okay.
Stewart is Aaron Pierre, and then Hal Jordan is
No. The actor,
yeah,
Kyle Chandler.
Kyle Chandler's playing Hal Jordan.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, and then Aaron Pierre is playing Jon Stewart.
Okay.
And then Kelly McDonald is playing Sheriff Carey.
Sheriff Carey. All right.
Yeah, so let's get into this. So yeah, we open up in 1996, where we're seeing a television interview establishing Hal, and he's basically revealed himself. But we get a young John watching in secret because I guess his father didn't want him to watch.
Yep.
But then the way his punishment is, he has to stand there and let his dad shoot a apple off his head, and he doesn't flinch. And we get the line about what makes a true Green Lantern or whatever is the fearlessness.
Yeah.
But then also then the question the dad asks him right at the end is almost like they knew that and he's prepping him for that.
Okay. So you think like
So I think it's almost like
his dad maybe also was part of Green Lantern
I don't
in
know.
secret,
I don't know,
or is aware of it at least,
because it seems like
and he's prepping him, his son.
yeah, it's like it seems like it's coerced
Yeah.
and it's like it's almost, at least to me, like it seemed like they were setting it up like you think it's abuse, but then
Yeah.
then at the end, because the way he talks to him, it's like at the last little like line or two between the father and son. And then later when we're in the 2016s and he calls his dad,
Yeah.
and he's annoyed with Hal. He's annoyed with Hal, and his dad kind of like, he's like, just stick, don't let him bother you, then just keep going. So it's like his dad's encouraging him even then
True.
to follow that path. So it's like, it's almost like they were prepping him and it wasn't really trying to.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it was a good setup though, because it seemed like it was the classic, just like overly like military dad. I mean, that's what it came across as.
Yeah.
And then but then that line you mentioned, we'll see as it goes. Maybe it won't be childhood trauma.
So then we flash to 2016. Hal's kind of resenting the succession plan, right? Like you kind of feel like he doesn't really want to hand it over, but
Not yet, nope.
knows he's supposed to. So he's kind of hazing him is probably the best term to use here.
This is an awesome opening scene. Just like what he does.
Yeah, where he just leaves him with the ring
And
on the
jumps out.
dash and just jumps out of the car and lets it go off the
First test.
cliff.
Yeah, that was sick.
But it's definitely like it definitely has vibes of like well, we're gonna make these tests so that I kind of hope you don't pass the tests. Like you're not really trying to train you, it's more like just drowning you, right? Right. And then if you end up swimming, oh, okay, I guess then I'll let you.
So is it more like over hazing? So is that what you mean by it?
Well, just like it's like trial by fire, whatever term you want to use, like sink or swim.
Yeah.
There's no like, well, let me show you how it's done.
Right.
Then I'll help you do it. And then you could try to do it on your own. No, it's just like
throwing the deep end. Okay.
But then we get this brief moment where a different version of Hal that's like a saved in the cloud kind of version, a backup version.
Yeah.
Right. Mentions something about Rushville, Nebraska. And so then when he tells the actual real Hal that he just flies away.
Yeah.
Again, kind of hazing him, right?
Mhm.
Like he's like, I'm not going to bring you along. You got to get yourself there somehow. So then we follow John's like, because we see him go through the airport and go through security, all the
Yeah.
things.
It's great to see the dichotomy between them. Like
Yep.
he can just fly anywhere, but John's got to still do.
Yeah, and
All
he
the
shows
normal
up and
human things.
even gets stopped by the cop that's there, and
Yeah.
he's like, I'm here with the Green Lanterns,
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah. So then, but then we get we get this setup, like there's a bunch of people killed, but there's this one guy that's kind of there that he swears is an alien, and this
No one believes him at
no
first.
one believes him. I love this like setup though in that like with the interrogation thing where he basically
Oh, at the end? The interrogation at the end?
not at the end. It's like it's not at the end of this.
Because I have that down. It's very close to the end when he sits down with the alien and interrogates
Mhm.
him. Yeah, that's pretty much at the end. Yeah, that is one of the best scenes.
That was in the episode. For some reason,
Yeah.
it felt like it happened more
Because
than the
then it
early episode.
explodes and then like
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty much it. But yeah,
Well, we get the repeated jukebox song.
this was so great. I love this. Well, first you see the example. Well, he does it a few times, but it's like you literally can create anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because he even creates money, which I'm like, all right, so I guess you don't have to worry about anything. And he does it for the jukebox, and then puts on the skate song on repeat, which was awesome because of how much that guy was getting pissed off. It was so good. But and then you get what you're like, why is he doing this? And then you're like, okay,
He wanted to get arrested.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because what's her name? She clocks it. She's like, I know what he's doing. He's trying to get in so he can interrogate this guy.
Yep.
'Cause she won't let him at first.
Yeah, and again, Kyle Chandler's playing this well, perfect, but like
Yeah.
just like no care of like, well, again, no fear. Like it's just like whatever.
Well, it's also because he's been doing it for so long
Yeah.
that he's just he's had no fear, but also no care because
Yeah.
it seems like he's finally over it. That's why he's. But he still was very. I mean, he clocked the alien right away, though. And he's
Yep.
like, "I'm telling you, it is." So he's still like, I guess, involved in the work at least, and still is like focused on that.
Yeah.
You know, he's not completely checked out. I guess I should say, like, he's still, yeah. But it seems like he's starting to be over it.
Yeah. And then we get the stuff with the Con network.
The what?
I don't know if I'm saying that right. Was it
What is it?
Macon network?
What? I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what that is.
Well, it's like Carrie's husband, Billy, and
Oh, right. And then he sleeps with his wife.
Yep.
and doesn't realize at the bar.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, I didn't realize that's what they were called.
Yeah, evidently.
Okay. All right.
Again, it's probably Green Lantern lore that
Probably
That we're not familiar
with. John Stewart, vegan, also. And the line that was great, the house says, he says he doesn't like anything that brings enjoyment. Or he says something about him being a vegan. Because he's doing a cookout, right? Yeah,
Yep.
where they go see, yeah. Yeah, great line.
Yep. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, then we find out it was his wife and that he slept with, and obviously doesn't help the situation.
But the way he responds to him, it's like he knows. When you see that, the way, how he, interesting.
Mm-hmm. True. But then we get to like you said, the best scene I think is
This
he's
is
interrogating,
awesome.
and the suspect fails the test as being a human. But anyway, I think this was written well, acted well. Like this,
This is the part that felt the most like Watchmen, because it felt the most adding in real world elements to the time period, which they did in Watchmen a lot too. Also in kind of the same. This is Nebraska. Watchmen was Oklahoma, I want to say, but like so similar,
yeah,
very rural areas. And what is he says? Something about like how he felt about Barack Obama. Is that what like he finally says to him?
Yeah.
And it's like the way he responds about that, I think.
Is what really
the
is
last,
like.
and he's like, oh, you're definitely an alien. That was funny.
Yeah, very true.
Because this would have been the very beginning of Trump, but they don't say that, right? 2016.
Yeah.
But they don't say that. So they do say there's something with his Barack Obama's birth certificate. But they didn't say if he's still president or not. Because what's interesting is, I wonder if they'll have a made-up president, because they did that in Watchmen. It was Robert Redford was the president in Watchmen, which was so interesting. So I wonder if they'll do that in this. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the interrogation was good.
Very good.
There was a little comment in there about the recharge of the ring
Oh, I don't remember this.
that the alien mentions
Okay.
when he's finally like, yeah, but you've been here too long, and he's like, I still have enough power to protect, because he's talking about what if I would explode, and then he's like, well, you've been here for however many days, he says, and then like,
So does he have to go back to space to recharge the ring?
I don't know. I mean, again, this is where like
That would make sense.
we don't
probably.
know the lore because
Yeah.
we're not familiar with Green Lantern, but there's like that little just like nugget dropped in there.
Okay. So that's
That I was like,
foreshadowing.
I was
for
like
sure.
a little like, oh, mental note. That
Yep.
The power runs
He's gonna
out.
run out at some point. Yeah.
Well, even I think it kind of, I think because he does stop it, but it doesn't like stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the explosion still like kind of affects, the building and stuff. And like, I think if he had all his full power, he probably would have been able to stop it.
So he's conserving it, you think?
No, I think the alien was saying, hey, your ring's depleted. You've been here for however many days or whatever. So I think, and he was like, I'll have enough to stop it. So I think he depleted it completely there,
Interesting. Okay.
I think. But then we don't really get, a whole lot after that.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it just jumps to 2026 and we have John showing up.
And he's the main Green Lantern.
And he runs into Carrie.
Yep. Same football field.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting, where the mass shooting happened.
Yep.
Hal is there, frozen
with a gunshot,
Oh yeah.
like in his forehead or something.
Yes.
Bullet wound, and the ring is not there.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is like, what are we going to see going forward? Are we going to be in 2026 or 2016? Are we?
I think it's going to be a mix of both, because I want to say, I think Watchmen did this also. I think they jumped timelines a lot. I want to say Damon Lindelof was involved in something since then, before this, but he hasn't done anything in a while. But Watchmen is the thing that this reminds me of the most, which again also is
Superhero.
DC. So, I don't know, but I think it'll be cool to see. I think it'd be cool to get a whole episode of like we saw in the intro, like Prime, Hal Jordan, and maybe even in space and all that, because that's obviously where Green Lantern Corps is the only thing I know about. That's somewhere out there, and I want to say we do see that in the trailer, but I don't want to give anything away.
Yeah, and then And then the last Superman movie last summer, we had different Green Lantern.
Yes. I don't want to spoil that if you don't know, but he might be important in this.
Okay. I don't know,
Okay.
but
I don't know for sure. I just thought about it. I was like, that would be awesome if we got to see him because he was just hilarious.
yeah.
Yeah, what was his name? Oh, it's Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
Another Green Lantern.
It's played by
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He was so good in that role. Yeah, because he was in Peacemaker for like one scene.
Mm.
So he's jumping around DC right now. The main DC. So how much is James Gunn involved in this? Because this means that this is part of the
I
main.
mean, he should be at least overseeing it at some level.
Right, because this is part of the
Yeah.
the main DC universe right now. Yeah.
Yep. What it's just I'm like looking at some of the thoughts here. Just
Okay.
so definitely going for I was just say like the score even felt a little like more like noir cop and less superhero-y.
Yeah, you know what though? The score was, I don't know. I'll wait to see because I wasn't a big fan of it the first episode
Okay.
though. We'll see as it goes though. How it sounds.
Yes, we think well, I guess this is a way to see like if this cliffhanger was like, because like you said, like, is he really dead? Is the thing. And
I mean, yeah, it's like how much is we don't know the Green Lantern lore. It's like how immortal are they? He has a backup at least, but you know,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what ultimately actually kills them. So
right. And is the backup the old backup? Because like we saw
right,
previously was an old backup. So like if he's not keeping up with his backups,
True.
it could be suddenly
Yeah,
2016 Hal in 2026.
yeah. How often did he say for posterity? How often they need a backup? He did say that. I don't remember how often.
Yeah,
It
I
was,
don't
though.
remember.
And if he is actually keeping up with it, yeah, don't know. He made it sound like it was a requirement, though. They had to.
So you think, I guess where's Hal's ring? Like who has his ring, right?
Right. I don't know. Because
And
we
then-
did not see
And then John
it on
doesn't
him.
seem have a ring either,
Right.
In 2026. So what happened with the succession plan?
I think he is the main. We don't see it, but I think he is the main Green Lantern in 2026. John Stewart. I think he has to be the main one at some point, but we don't really. Yeah, we don't see the ring or anything.
So then I guess the last thing is like, how do we feel? I mean, I know we kind of picked this because it's the HBO show to kind of dabble in covering it, but how do we feel this is going to be week to week?
I think there'll be plenty to discuss week to week. The only thing I don't know is how short or how long it is, episode wise.
Because his premiere was almost an hour long, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
But like going forward, they might not be as long.
I don't know.
Well, only time will tell.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's move on to our next segment, which I did not give you heads up about this.
Oh, great.
But I wanted to discuss a little bit of news and trailers from D23.
D23. Okay.
We did this back with Comic-Con,
Yeah.
like a month ago. All right, so I think the biggest thing coming off Spider-Man is the reveal of like the X-Men cast,
Mm-hmm.
which this has got me excited. So, as you don't know, like X-Men comics are what I read when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like that was my
That's your thing.
comic book, and then it's funny enough, like then the cartoon even cemented that
Oh, yeah.
also, which then now they even have the newer cartoon. It's the
X-Men 97, yeah.
97, which is like in the style
Yeah,
of
it's
the cartoon.
awesome.
Even though, so it's like definitely. Anyway, so what'd you think of this the cast reveal here?
Wasn't familiar with everyone, but I mean, they've always pretty much crushed it before with casting in the MCU at least. So
Yeah,
I have no doubt.
that would agree with. I think they've done a great job at casting over in general. Of course, we had Sadie Sink already and
Yeah.
Spider-Man, and then I guess Adam Driver's probably the other biggest name here, other than
Well, now
Yeah.
Indy now already.
Indeed already, just because of Obsession.
Yeah.
I wonder because
Samara. I remember seeing Samara Weaving, which I just talked
Yeah.
about in a movie. I just watched it
yes,
first.
she's Emma Frost.
Emma Frost, yeah.
Yeah, but like, yeah, she's not. I don't feel like as well known as.
No,
I
she's
mean,
not.
like Adam Driver is definitely
Oh, yeah.
obviously huge. He already was in a Star Wars movie.
Yep.
So, Christopher Abbott is Charles Xavier, but I think the interesting things the note here to me is the lack of Wolverine
Yeah.
and the lack of Magneto.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like two big characters that they don't have on this list. And then Mr. Sinister, which is who Adam Driver's playing, is less known, I think, to most people.
Yes.
And but and then even Emma Frost is kind of, I feel like, a little bit more less known too, as than like the core, because like the core, I feel like you're also missing Beast, I guess. Beast is kind of was like a lot of times the
I
core.
thought Beast was in there. Did they not cast?
I didn't see a cast for
Okay.
Beast, but then we have the old one, like, because he was teased at the end of
Oh yeah.
at the Marvels.
He'll be in
Yeah.
Doomsday or
Yeah, so
Secret
he-
Wars.
yeah, he's- yeah, he
but he's
should
part
be.
of the Fox that they're
Yeah,
all going to die
yeah.
in those movies.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, maybe they're still not sure, because I saw rumor casting for Wolverine, but yeah, maybe they just haven't nailed it down yet.
yeah. So either nail it down, or I mean, I think it's not a bad idea to just
Not have.
not have him right off the bat.
I don't know. They need him in this first one, I think.
Yeah, I don't think so, because he was so prominent by Hugh Jackman. I think that we need some space between Hugh Jackman playing him, and
Okay.
because Hugh Jackman, I mean, like, he's
Because he
literally
might
just in
be in the
Deadpool. Yeah,
and he might be in Doomsday or Secret Wars as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think should give him some space there.
Okay.
That's my.
No, that makes sense.
My
Maybe
opinion.
that's why they're doing it or waiting.
I also wonder, like, obviously, they were probably looking at other people for Rogue, and
Yeah.
what's her name, Ida, was probably not on that short list until 2 months ago, right? 3 months ago, maybe, whatever it was. I mean, so that's interesting,
Yes.
but also cool that I mean, I think she was great in Obsession. So
The only one I wasn't familiar with at all was the one they cast for Storm.
Maya Boyd.
Yeah. Don't know who that is, but I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure she's great.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Of course, then we finally got some real Avengers Doomsday footage trailer.
Yes. Finally.
So how'd you feel about that?
This is the one that finally got me more excited for it, because everything up until this point has just been, I mean, it still looks very green screen heavy, but all of them do. But this felt like more like real emotional acting. We finally are getting in this. So, yeah. And I don't know if we talked about this yet, because people were worried. I think the Latvian accent that Robert Downey Jr., because we finally heard him as Dr. Doom, is incredible. Like, I was like, he sounds great. I think some people don't like it. I don't know. How do you feel about him?
No, I think it definitely felt different enough to me.
Yeah.
That I was like, if you didn't tell me that was Robbie Downey Jr., I don't know that I would pick up on it just from the voice and the.
Yeah, I think he sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely getting me more excited for this.
I mean, nothing's gonna Dune Part 3. Nothing's gonna top that though. So
yeah, no. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm more excited for Dune.
I'm assuming that's probably your number one most anticipated for the rest of this year too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't really know. Besides Doomsday and Dune 3, like, I don't know that I know
Yeah, I don't
some
know
other
what else
films
is-
that are coming out.
For the rest of the year, I'm not sure.
Yeah, off the top of my head. I guess, and then this is the end of Phase 6. Is that right?
Well, it's the two movies, so this is the first
This
part,
and Secret Wars.
and then the same. I think
It's kind of
same
like
date,
Infinity War and
yes, it was a year apart.
Yeah, they were, and Endgame were the.
And that's gonna be like the complete. That's where they're
So
gonna
it'd be
kind of reset everything.
Yeah,
from
it's
that.
maybe interesting to see because, Phase 1, 2, and 3 culminating in the event Infinity War and Endgame, and those were like, it was just like build and build and build to like this like
Yeah,
massive event,
that was like some of the best ever, and then it's been
historical. I
pretty-
mean, it'll be looked back on it
Yeah.
like in history.
and then it's been pretty bad since
And then it's
then,
been like
except for Spider-Man.
4, 5, and 6 phases were
Yeah.
just a debacle, a mess with like a here or there. Oh, this is a decent film, but none of it like felt like a cohesive thing.
No.
None of it felt like you're building to anything.
But when Deadpool and Wolverine came out, which I thought was really good actually, when we talked about that film though, I'm glad they're finally being self-aware about it.
Yeah.
Because he says in that movie, he's like, "Hey, welcome, you're coming in a low point."
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm glad that they understand.
I
and are
think
hopefully correct.
I think that was a highlight in one of these in the I don't even know where those phases are beginning in.
I don't
right?
know.
But the interesting was that and the Spider-Man third No Way Home
Mm-hmm. That's the third one.
which both dabbled in multiverse stuff,
Yeah.
handled it really well. And I think if we can kind of go off of those as potential, then hopefully these Avengers films are kind of, and the Russo brothers are quote unquote back doing this and working on these. So, and of course, it's basically their best work was with Marvel. They haven't done anything
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
outside of that system. Very
I don't know
well.
if you wanted to get to. We do have some listener feedback, and it actually has to do with Spider-Man. I don't know if you want me
Sure,
to
we can do it now.
get that in. Okay, because it just reminded me
Yeah.
because you're talking about Spider-Man. So we actually have two comments
Mm-hmm.
from past videos. We got one from Hadley that just gave us some hearts. Appreciate it, Hadley. Maybe we can get both her and Kirsten sometime on the pod, but maybe not since they didn't want to do back rooms. But and then the other one was from Cordless Prism. This was also, both of these were about us talking about the new Spider-Man film. And this person says Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, by far the best ones by far, over Toby and Andrew combined. Now, so I wanted to ask you at this point, do you agree with that? Now that we've gotten 4 of his films, we've gotten more than any other Spider-Man.
I mean, going just my gut right now, I would say yes.
I think so at this point now with the new one.
But it's been so long since it's been a really long time since I've seen any of the Tobey Maguire films or Andrew Garfield films, and I actually never saw the second Andrew Garfield film.
You don't need to
at
That
all.
was- It was bad.
I mean, that's why I never got around to watching it.
Yeah.
So all that, I hate. I don't want to make a claim like that because I haven't watched the other ones in so long. But I think having four films and 3 of those films being really good films.
I think they've all been good.
The second one I think was a step down.
I loved Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. He was awesome. I mean, I love him as an actor.
Yeah.
Anyway, but
That
you're right there. That's probably the. I
I
still
feel like
think
that
it was
one was
good.
got a little, like the third act was just a little messy on that one, and you know, it was, yeah, but the the first one obviously is fun, and
First one's really good.
Michael Keaton is like the villain, and
Incredible reveal in that.
yes,
Yep.
and then
Third one was really great, even though it's a lot of nostalgia. It was awesome.
but
just to see.
bringing those other two back in
Yeah.
and the multiverse, playing with the multiverse.
I mean, I remember seeing it in theaters. It definitely hit me.
It was
Like,
emotional. It was very emotional, that the moment of
Yes.
like seeing them all together, and
yeah.
it finally happened. And then of course, again, spoilers, but you know, and then losing Aunt May, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff like really set this up. And then this most recent film, great. So
We were saying this is one of the best. Yeah.
yeah, it's like he's only gotten stronger as a Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so yeah, I think it's a
Yeah. I think I agree with this comment at this point now with the new movie. Tom Holland, best Spider-Man. Because, I mean, technically he got introduced in Civil War, which was another really good Russo brothers movie. That was awesome too.
all right. And then we got Vision Quest trailer.
Oh yeah.
So how you feeling about this?
Very excited because it's the conclusion of kind of everything with WandaVision and Agatha. I didn't like Agatha. I know you did. I think you liked it more than me. Loved WandaVision though. And this is the completion of that story apparently. And I was so happy that James Spader came back as Ultron. He was so good. And it was just
But it's also there's like old James Spader.
yeah.
like look
But
at-
you also see him as in Ultron form too, which was cool. So it was just, yeah, and you know, he's basically just like egging him on the whole time, which was really funny. So I think that their chemistry is going to be amazing in it. And yeah, I've been waiting for this. This is like kind of, it seemed like it's been like pushed a lot because I think it's been done a while. But yeah, we finally have a date on it now. Yeah, how'd you feel about it?
yeah, I think it was a good tease. Still don't really know like what the story is going to be.
We don't. We just know it involves the sun.
Yeah,
That's
And
like kind of the only thing that.
so. And then of course, in at least what we saw so far, we don't see Wanda in it, but I
I
can't
feel like she
believe
has to.
she's not going to be at some level.
She's gonna have to show up at the end, yeah,
Yeah.
or something.
But I think it's weird that they're kind of pitching these. I mean, I understand why, but why they're pitching these as like a trilogy, and
Because we didn't know at the time, but now
yeah,
we didn't know then that it was going to be a 3-part.
yeah. But I
Like
guess like
miniseries trilogy.
because we get introduced to the son there, right?
Oh, and Agatha.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And it's like that's kind of where I would imagine the strongest connection is in
I
that,
guess because I didn't
'Cause-
recognize anyone else that was in.
because otherwise
that
Agatha
previous show.
seems like a side thing completely.
Yes, I didn't know it was even part of the trilogy.
Yeah, other than the fact that she's just as one of the neighbors, and
Right in WandaVision, yes.
yeah,
It was just built off of that. Yeah.
but
Yeah, we might. I don't know what else comes out around that time because there's actually a lot of good TV coming out this fall. But maybe
yeah, we'll
cover it.
definitely cover at least
I believe
somewhat.
around the same time though as Lord of the Rings. So
Yeah.
and
Well, this is mid-October. Lord of the Rings is not till November.
Oh, that's November,
but,
yeah.
yeah, but yeah. Cool. And then, well, the Star Wars universe, we got Ahsoka season 2 trailer.
oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot about this because this was the best thing I saw. Actually, how do you? Well, you start.
No, it looked good. Like I
Looks
feel
even
like
better than season
yeah,
1.
I agree.
Which I was surprised because I thought it was.
Yeah.
It's been so long. This, I believe, is over 3 years. This is the first thing we covered at the very beginning of starting
Right.
this podcast.
You're right. So it is going to be, because it's not till January that comes out.
So over 3 years, yeah.
So, and the season 1 came out about this time 3 years ago,
Yeah.
because we are actually
Almost 3 years, or
Yeah.
right around 3 years now.
coming up.
August sometime, yeah.
Do we have to do a three year special?
No, you just wait till the end of the year and do the top 10 and all that.
Yeah, we don't need to do like a special
I mean,
anniversary special.
what would we do?
I don't know.
Live stream with all of our subscribers? No, I don't know. But
Let us know if
This-
you think we should do an anniversary
yeah.
special.
this trailer though I thought it looked so good. And very happy that Hayden is still in it.
Mhm.
And there seems to be even more Jedi stuff, which is always exciting. So, yeah. I think it's also because like last thing we saw was The Acolyte, which was, as far as like a show, it was rough, very rough. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it is honestly fun just to see new Star Wars stuff.
Hmm.
And then we got footage was shown privately of Starfighter.
Right.
And if I would have known, like I saw like a reel where somebody was like streaming it when it was happening, and I was like, oh, they'll release it, I'll watch it later. And then they
No.
didn't. They didn't. I was like, oh, dang it.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Yeah, at this point, everyone just films it even though you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
On their phone.
So this is a film coming out in May. So I mean,
Ryan Gosling.
yeah, with Ryan Gosling. So yeah, I mean, I'm obviously excited for that reason.
It'll be up in the air because it's John Levy. He's done good movies and bad movies. So, and I'm always
But it's also Ryan Gosling.
love him. Yeah. But Star Wars has been rough lately. But Ahsoka season 2 made me very happy. So maybe we'll be back.
And then the other thing I just want to mention is then live action Tangled,
Oh, right.
which Catherine Hahn playing the mom.
Okay.
I think is great casting.
I'm not as familiar with Tangled as you are, but
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh, this was one I saw a
I know.
dozens of times.
That's because you have kids and I don't.
Yeah, but it was one that I always liked because I liked the Flynn Rider character in he was so like sarcastic.
Mm-hmm. No, it was good. I have seen it, I just don't. I think I only saw it once. We didn't get anything, but I heard
Right.
there's going to be more Coco as well, which is awesome. Loved that movie. There's other stuff as well, I think.
Yeah, there was a bunch of other things. I was
Okay.
just not going to.
No, I know. I just, that's another thing I think I saw that I loved Coco.
But anyway, I think for live action remakes,
Yeah, sorry. That's
Tangled
not live
one-
action. Yeah.
the Tangled one,
is.
I'm actually kind of excited for because I think it has has a lot of potential to be not, now we'll see what they do with it, but I feel like it has a lot of potential to not be so like one-to-one shots. And
Yeah, but they have not been successful with live action remakes.
what do you mean by successful?
Moana was terrible from what I heard. I did not watch the live action Moana, but that's the most recent live action one.
Yep.
And I heard it was very bad. So
Yeah, I did not watch it either. Yes, I heard the same thing. but no, the reason I was going to say, because other than that one, they have been successful. That's why,
what was the other ones?
well, just earlier this year, they also did Lilo and Stitch.
Was that one good?
It was decent,
Okay.
but it did well in the box office. Like success
Okay.
was, and then when they've done some of the other ones, like, I mean, the first one was like they did Yes.
I don't remember.
Yeah. So they've been hit or miss, but like early on they were successful. They Cinderella. They did Cinderella.
Oh yeah.
Now, I mean, that's been years now.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
And that one did well. And that one they actually did kind of, change it up a little bit enough that it made it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But then like the Little Mermaid, I don't think did as well.
No, that was also bad.
So,
but the thing also is, it's like, is it live action? Because it looks like it's CGI everything, especially Moana.
well, I mean, that's depending on the nature of it. I mean, like then they did a live action Lion King, which that did fantastic as far as budget.
Yeah, but that was all CG, right?
It
Yeah,
had to be all CG to make
That's
it
right.
because it's
yeah. What draws the line of that? Because then it's like, are the new Avengers movies just CG? Because it mostly is, besides the actors.
Yeah.
But anyway,
but
okay.
yeah. So in general, the kind of looking forward to a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, me too.
But anyway, that live action, I was like, oh, the Tangled could be cool with live action, and Catherine Hahn is like her in general, and so her playing the villain already has me excited for him.
Okay.
All right, let's get into what's been on our screens. We've been taking up with our screen time. So I'm going to start with The Shards. And this is on FX, Hulu / Disney Plus. So you said how many episodes have you watched?
Just one.
Okay. So I watched the first two.
Okay.
So I've watched two.
All right.
The premise here is you got privileged Los Angeles teens in 1981. There's a serial killer kind of in the loose. And, they kind of, they're dealing with that, I guess.
Yeah, it's part of it. But, I'll just say what I liked about it was just the feel of 1981 LA.
Mm-hmm.
They just nailed in this.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like about this the most. And it's just, at that time, there was a lot of prominent serial killers too. So that's why I believe this is based on a book, but I really liked just the feel of it. Even though, I mean, I don't usually you watch more of these kind of shows than I do. The teenage drama, or not teenage, but young adult, whatever age they are. I don't even know.
No, they're high school.
Are they high school? I thought they were a little older.
No, I mean, because that guy shows up that he runs into, spoilers, but like he runs into him at the movie theater, and then he later shows up at high school, and he pretends like he doesn't know him, and he's in our main character.
Maybe it's just the cast. It's like they all look
old.
Yeah,
They all look
okay.
older. But
that's
like,
probably what it is to me. But I just like the feel a lot. So, but yeah, how'd you feel about it?
I mean, I agree with you. The vibes are cool, and that's what drew me in to want to watch this.
Same.
But I find it, and I gave it a second, I find it very boring.
Is the second episode more boring than the first? Because I only watched the first one.
I would say I don't know about the same, but I found the first episode being boring. Like other than the visuals, like watching it just like this.
Right, well, that got me through the whole episode, but I don't know how much more I'll watch. I guess.
And that's where like I was like, well, let me give it another episode, and then I watched the second episode, and I was like, it's probably even more boring because there's less setup.
Yeah, okay.
Right. And then I was like, yeah, I don't know that I can. So I would say
that's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know if I'll watch much more of it then.
Yeah, I say my verdict on this one, I'm out on this one.
Yeah, I probably won't watch all of it, but I would say check it out if you really love that early 80s West Coast feel, because that is like the best part of the show.
Yeah. But yeah,
because I want to say the needle drops also were incredible.
Yeah, needle drops. And I feel like, again, also the second episode has less, like the first episode, because it's like the pilot, they're establishing things. Like they have like the more sweeping shots of him driving along the country.
Yeah, which was sick.
The coasts. Yeah,
with like to a really great song.
You get less of that in the second episode because it's like leaning more into like just the characters and
Okay.
which are not interesting at all in this.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it's lacking. Like, you know, like, which is, like you said, I'm normally like, oh yeah, go for the teen
These are the
drama.
kind of shows you watch. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not done well at all. Like there's
Okay.
just not, no one feels real. None of those characters feel real, and the relationships feel real. And
They're all stereotypes for sure,
yeah, but like, yeah.
or archetypes of
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, so that's how I feel about it. But all right, so one other thing we've had on our screen, what you had recently, Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, because I know you already talked about it, but I finally watched it.
Yeah, so you watched it because now it's on
VOD.
VOD. Well, it's on.
Is it actually streaming
It's on
somewhere?
Prime
Is it on
Video.
Prime?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can stream it on Prime Video.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it actually went somewhere else yet, but it's been on VOD a little while now.
Yeah, so I saw this in theaters.
Yes,
But yeah. So what'd you think?
I actually liked it a lot more than I thought I was gonna like it, and I want to say, because I don't know how much you talked about this, but the thing that I was the most surprised by and thought was like amazing was Skeletor.
Mm-hmm.
The look of him, even what's his name doing the voice, I was like, I had no idea it was him.
Yeah, sure.
And like the look, the way he talks, everything was like incredibly good. And that's like the thing they could have butchered the easiest.
Yeah.
So like I was amazed by that alone. There was, my downside is there was some bad Marvel humor at times. And the look of it the movie at times looked great, but then at other times it looked like overly lit MCU.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean,
And
yeah,
I know
when you're in
you
your
like-
volume, yeah. If you're like, yeah, or green screen stuff and they just like light stuff.
But I know you're a fan of this as a director. I also am. Like, I like dark. Well, even if you watch the video version of this podcast, we don't overly light it. I like shadows and depth, and watching a filmmaker on YouTube, I just learned more about, what was the term he used? Foreground, mayground, and background for a frame. Just interesting stuff that I pay attention to more now. And there's some good stuff in here with that, but yeah, it was just weird. I don't know. Sometimes it looked really good and actually had like contrast and shadow, and then other times it was just overly lit. I don't know. Did you get that?
Yeah, I mean, I remember it feeling like it was a really
Like a really modern movie.
because like it. I mean, yeah. Other than it's not superhero, it's different, but like it's still like it feels like that, and because I mean, obviously the world, the
Eternia.
Eternia, yeah, like is
Yeah.
all like CG heavy.
Yeah, and that, yeah, which I knew it would be, but
Yeah, it's kind of like you know when you're on like Thor's planet or whatever like that. Like it kind of has
that's what it looks like the most.
has
Yeah.
that feel. But I mean, like you kind of go with it because you're like, well, none of this is real.
I thought everyone did great in the movie though, but Skeletor was a standout to me.
Yeah, yeah. Alison Brie, great. Yeah, Idris Elba, great.
Yep.
And some of the other people that I don't know their real names off the top of my head.
Main girl's from Riverdale, right?
Yeah,
She was great, I
Camila
forget. Yeah.
Mendez. Yeah, like, but I meant like some of the other
Side characters, yeah.
yeah, the
I forget their name.
their Fisto.
Yeah,
and-
one of them, he does a fisting joke. Yeah, and then there's, I don't remember what else. But I do like, because
like Ramhead or something, whatever.
yeah, I do like that I asked you about this when you saw it first. And I love they did in the end credits, like they did in the cartoon, where it's like, what is it, pops up and it says like the moral of the story or what we learned. That was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think
It's worth watching, I would say, still.
I think that they nailed the tone of the cartoon back in the day for this film. And I think that's the important thing. And they didn't take themselves too seriously, because the cartoon was always kind of a little goofy. Yeah, and then maybe we'll get a sequel with She-Ra.
Yep. Yeah, spoiler, that was teased, which is,
Yep.
I was glad they did that.
Well, she had her own show then.
She did.
Eventually.
On Netflix, yeah.
Well, no, but
Oh, before
even
that?
back then in the 80s, she
Okay.
had her. But then, yes, they brought her back in,
Okay.
like I don't know, some whatever on Netflix. Yeah.
Those are my two things, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. What else do you
so I have Furious.
Ah, yes. I need to watch this.
Yeah, so this is on Hulu / Disney Plus,
Mm-hmm.
and this stars Emmy Rossum.
From Shameless.
Yeah, Shameless. Yeah, and what's his name? Jake Lacey
Oh, yeah.
from
Lots of things.
yeah, but like season 1 of season 1 of
I don't know. I can't help you out.
yeah, but no, or was it season 1 of where they go to the resorts and there's like a different group of people every time. It's an HBO show.
Oh, yeah. You're making me blank on it now, too.
Yeah. Crap.
Uh,
Anyway,
Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue. White Lotus.
White
There he
Lotus,
is.
season 1, White Lotus.
Yeah.
Yes, because he's
There it is.
he's
yeah.
like the douchey rich guy in that.
Mhm.
Anyway, this so this show I am caught up.
Wow.
I've watched all of it just in the last week because
It only has a few more episodes, I want to say.
yeah, but yeah, it comes out week to week. So like, yeah. And I had it kind of on my list originally to kind of like, maybe I'll check it out. Because the funny thing is like, this is not my kind of like, this is like
No.
the cop shows, which are not my favorite. But then I started to hear some good things about it. And I was like, all right, I'll check it out. And,
Yep.
and this show is fantastic.
That's what I heard.
And like, but
What makes it like elevate it?
But the funny thing is, it's still about trauma.
I
It's
know.
all about trauma.
I was aware of that.
so,
I was aware of that.
So Jared's
We got a
favorite
millennial
thing.
writer or writers.
Jared's favorite thing.
Yeah. No, but I did hear it's because you don't watch cop shows normally. Yeah, what elevates it? Like what makes it so good? In that-
Well, I mean, the performance is one. Everyone. And
I
then,
heard the villain or whatever.
and then
is
the writing. Yeah.
incredible.
So like the Lola Pettigrew.
Is that the villain?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the actress. Her name. I
Oh.
mean, she's Catherine in the
Okay.
the show. But she's fantastic as well. And I don't think I've seen her in anything before. I'm sure she's been in things, but
I don't recognize the name.
yeah. And so she's fantastic, and Emmy Rossum is also fantastic. And then
She's always been great.
yeah, and then the split like she was
Oh,
great and Shameless, but like
yeah.
but sometimes it's like, and I feel like I've not seen her in anything else.
She didn't do much after that.
And it's like, so sometimes you don't know, well, is it just you play that character or not, like, and so you don't know. And so to see her doing something different here.
She's like the main cop, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her partner recognized that actor too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That,
He's been in a lot of stuff too. He was good. Or he's good in
Scoot McNairy or something.
There it is.
Yep.
yeah.
But yeah, so this is, and then they also do just the story, the plot is good too. Like it's like the character acting, just everything around it.
Is it like a normal cop thing where they're like, is she like a serial killer or what's like kind of the setup? What is
Yes,
she actually doing?
She is a serial killer, and
Okay.
that's not spoiling anything because you know who it is
It's like opening
from
scene.
from the get go in
Right.
the first episode. You know who. It's not like they're hiding who the killer is. You know who she is
Okay.
the whole time, and it's still very interesting.
These kind of shows, I just want to say, because I don't know, maybe they've gotten to this point yet. That's what I wanted to ask you. But my favorite with these kind of shows, and more so in movies, but they do it in shows too, but is when the main cop and the serial killer finally meet. Has it happened yet? And had like a sit down.
Yes, it actually just happened in the
Ooh,
most
okay.
recent episode, and yeah, and
Was it sick?
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's so
It's
great.
just like, that's one of my favorite things because it's so much time and then they finally
I
like,
think another thing they do good in this, which is why I probably got through so fast, is they do such a good job of like teasing at the end of each episode,
Oh, it's keeping you hooked.
like a little like yeah. And
All right.
I think the other thing that more recently was the now I'm drawing a blank on the name of that one. You didn't watch very much of it, and I watched it all the way through and thought it was really good. With where it's like
Is it another detective show?
yeah, it was on Apple TV. It was like she was not a detective, the main character, but then they brought in people where she was
On Apple?
yeah she was actually just a fact checker at a newspaper, and then she gets brought
Ooh,
into.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I mean, Apple does so much now that it's hard to.
It was just recently. It just finished up like a couple weeks ago. It was like a spring one. Anyway,
Okay.
I can't remember.
Who are the actors?
Yeah, well, the lead, she was like an Orphan Black. Not Orphan Black. No.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Great podcasting right
Maximum Pleasure
now.
Guaranteed.
Yes, Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed.
I
is the
knew
show.
I was going to get there. Yeah.
The Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed show.
Yes.
That one also did, I think, a great job of like teasing having a good cliffhanger that felt natural, but again, like when you're watching week to week, it's like, oh my gosh, and I got to wait for a week. And this, luckily, I came into it. Now it's like almost to the end, so I was able to.
You got to wait on the last couple episodes.
But I did watch, I did get caught up. I think late last week, and then the new episode came out like Sunday night or yesterday, Monday, and
Yeah, I think it's
so then I
Mondays.
watched that one, and then I was like, okay, now I got to wait another week. But
Yeah, I think it's a weird time. Like it's like
yeah,
midnight or 3 a.m. on Monday mornings. I don't think it's like a normal Hulu time. I don't know, but yeah, interesting to put this good of a show in that spot.
anyway, so if you haven't checked it out and you like that,
I've been wanting to.
definitely check
Yeah.
out Furious.
I will.
And then the last thing I want to make, because this is something you mentioned like a couple weeks ago,
Okay.
The Invite.
Oh yes,
I watched this film.
it's on VOD now. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm very curious what you think of this movie.
No, I thought this movie was great. It was fantastic. This has Seth Rogen, Olivia Wilde, Penelope Cruz, and Edward Norton, and that's basically the only
basically
four
it.
people that are in it, and
they're all great.
They're all in just one apartment the whole time,
Yeah.
basically, and yeah,
But it's still great. The whole
yeah,
whole
which I think
film.
is just a great.
It's more like a play then, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
but,
like
but it's a great example of like, good writing and acting.
Yeah.
She
directed.
Yes,
Olivia
she
Wilde.
did. Olivia Wilde directed, and yeah, this is just such a great take on, like where relationships can be, especially our main characters, Seth Rogen and Olivia Wilde play, and like they've been married for a long time.
But then the other one is no spoilers, but it's like how a relationship appears, too.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or how it appears to other people.
Yep. And then, and then the neighbors come over and they have their thing, and
So you didn't relate with Seth Rogen as much as I did.
no, not being a music teacher that wasn't a band.
And has back problems.
Yeah. Though his back problems are pretty bad.
No, it worse than mine. Yeah.
But yeah, I think again, it's great. I mean, this is definitely worth,
For sure.
paying the price for the rental. Or I was almost saw it in the theater, but like scheduling wise, I couldn't make it happen.
Yeah,
And
I
then-
like barely caught it in time, I think, when I talked about it. Like it was about to go to theater.
But yeah, I got
These kind of movies don't last. They're not that
right.
in theaters that long.
But still, I think it.
I think it
saw
did pretty
something,
well.
It made like 20 million or something, and which I'm sure it didn't cost very much to make
No,
it all
because
it's all shot in one apartment.
Yeah.
And 4 actors.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's the power of good writing and acting.
Yes.
And not that the cinematography is bad, but like there's nothing else.
I love
here.
this. How did you feel about the score? It was very unique.
Good, I guess. I don't remember it being.
Oh, interesting. Well, I know you don't focus on that as
I
much.
don't remember it being anything weird or bad. So
it's cool what they did with it, but well, I'm glad you liked it. I figured you would. That's why I was like, you need to watch it. But
all right. Well, I mean that's kind of it for we already did feedback
yes,
earlier, and that's the last of what was
thank
on
you
our
to everyone that commented.
Mhm. So that's it for our screen time for this week. We'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts about Hal Jordan? Is he really dead? Is he training John or just trying to keep him from taking the ring from him? And who do you trust least in Rushville? Also, let us know what you thought of any of the premieres and things at D23 announcements that you might be excited about. And of course, if you enjoyed our conversation, follow or subscribe to Screen Time on YouTube or Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and or follow us on the socials. Next week, Jared and I'll be back and we'll break down Lantern season 1, episode 2, and we'll more stuff will be that it's on our screens. So until then, again, we always thank you for giving us some of your screen time.